All right, we're live, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, y'all. I thought I'd have this screen to present on. So this is OMI. It's one of the AI wearables, and it's actually pretty incredible. So I did get a chance to go ahead and at least have some video. I was hoping to show more, but for now, at the AI tech meeting, I recorded the whole event. And what I did is I had OMI listen to it. So one of the great features that it can do is it will transcribe any live meeting. Some people use it where they keep it on all day and it follows their entire pattern. And I have one gentleman was saying that he uses it to just like find where he put his car keys. And people are getting addicted to it because they leave it on all the time and then they can analyze everything and it gets to know you. I haven't utilized it that way, and they are going to start charging a fee to use it. So the more usage, obviously, you're going to have to look at an unlimited tier, but that's how much some people are loving it. I like it for note taking. Like, I love the fact that was it Wednesday? I can't keep up with my days. When they did the AI pitch, the whole event was probably about an hour and a half or so. And it took every presenter and it analyzed it, and then you got these amazing notes after. So we'll go into OMI and look at this. And maybe let me share my screen back in Zoom. Hold on one second for everybody that might be here. Let's record. Start recording.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I think that'll be the easiest way. And then at least people online could kind of see that and kind of see this here. So I recorded the entire event, and if you don't have the device yet, one great thing is that you can actually record from your, or if you don't have the physical wearable, this is the second version that I got, the Dev Kit 2. And there's Dev Kit 1. They came out with glasses now as well. I think similar to Ray-Ban, but not as advanced. Okay.
So you don't work for OMI, you're just using the dev kit and doing your own thing.
Yeah, so I'm kind of just getting involved with like the dev kit. Okay, I just want to make sure you're sharing your screen. Okay, so I kind of got involved with using it more like recording the meeting. Like, yeah, I got the dev kit 2. I haven't got the glasses yet. I didn't get dev kit 1 because I found out about it after, and this one's supposed to be a little more advanced. So I did get this one, and you can leave it on all the time and it will just record you. This one actually has a little thing you can kind of wear it like a necklace if you want, but you can keep it on all day, and then that way it doesn't run down your phone device, etc. Another thing that I love is that it wants me to do an update, but we'll do that later. You can go into different apps within the OMI platform, and it will allow you to speak. So I actually built an app called dayx, and I know a lot of us are getting so busy, or we get so spoiled, let me rephrase this, with hands-free. I'm loving the fact now that I can just push my mic and send a text and talk, and you have typos and stuff, but I built the whole app kind of with voice prompts as well. And I work doubles, and there's no way I would have been able to do it without that. And so now I built dayx Plus, and it's a smarter planner. But it's great because when you're on the go and you just want to say, hey, dayx, make me a to-do, or add this event, make me a category. The basis of my planner is you can import your favorite sports teams, football, race car, NASCAR, horse racing, events from all over the world, festivals, music, etc. So I got different API keys from a lot of major venues, and I'm still integrating more. Like I'd like to have like politics, etc. But like people maybe that want to like place bets on games or horses, it will all show up in your planner. And or if you're local, like in Memphis, there's so much going on with different events such as like barbecue festivals or Memphis on Main, or oh my gosh, there was a huge concert festival nobody knows, like because you don't think sometimes like, oh, I got to go get the Memphis flyer, or it's like you're trying to find stuff that you're not looking for, and unless somebody tells you or it's in front of your face, you might miss a lot of great things. So the idea with this planner was to put it all in your face, and you can just import whatever interests you and customize it that way. And that was actually a bonus. The first thing I came up with was multi-time zone, because I messed up meetings. They're like UTC time, and here I am at work, and I'm trying to convert really quick, and I misread it, and then I miss a meeting, and it was horrible. So what I did with this planner is I have your primary time zone, the other time zones you're interested, all display at top. And then when you create an event, you can create it based on your primary time zone, or if someone says, let's meet at 10 p.m. UTC time, you just put that time, and then it will still convert it and put it in your planner under your primary time zone. So it's there, you're not going to miss it, and you can still see all the live timers. I'll go like back to that at the end. I didn't even mean to get sidetracked into that, but I'm really excited about that planner. I worked as a bookkeeper for many years. I love QuickBooks. People think Excel is great for budgeting, etc. I can't even function with Excel. It's like kindergarten. And you graduated college and now you're like, that's like a coloring book. I need more. So what's great about QuickBooks is everything integrates, and you tell it how you want to see it. So you can change the information to how you want it to display. So with the planner, it's sort of similar, where I have categories for most everything. If you don't want to see World Food Days or national holidays, federal holidays, that's all included, but you can just hide it so it won't even show up, so it doesn't congest your calendar. Some people like that stuff. You can then create a vacation. You're going to an expo. You want just to go into that category and see, boom, all your expo stuff. You have the search feature where you can just search by name, etc. Of course. You have the ability to connect with other app users. So if you're all doing an event, you're all going on vacation, you're all going to somewhere, everybody can jump in, put their place, their time, where they're going to be, what they're going on, etc. And going back to OMI, it's still in beta, my dayx. I got to get it on the App Store, Google, but it integrates with OMI well now. And I just did I need to do another republish, because now when you speak and you're in the OMI app, I want you to be able to see the transcription. So you can then edit it before you just, your final command and send it. Going back to the pitch event, it was really neat. So I didn't really know how it was going to do it. It's like you're there for an hour and a half. I thought maybe it would take the whole entire event and then just summarize it. But what it did is it actually went from each pitch, from each speaker, and then it gave me a summary. So here it's just the introduction, and you had Chris saying, I apologize for the delay because there was a tech issue with the cameras, but he's thanking everybody for being there, and says, thank you. And then it's like the final summary. Thank you so much. I like to thank you all for your patience, and me too. Thank you all for your patience with all this tech stuff today. Thought I'd have the screen, etc., but it's fine. So it will basically summarize it and give you different summaries of your events. I went to the nail shop. Okay, I'm going to get sidetracked again. But they always speak in like Vietnamese, right? Well, we don't have that translation yet, but right now there's about 10 languages. They're working on more, Russian, some Japanese, etc. So it will actually convert the language. So if somebody starts talking in another language, I know there's other apps similar, but you can go ahead and just like start recording. But if you have your device, nobody's really gonna probably know you're even recording them. So it's kind of cool in that way. And it has a tracker GPS too. Yeah, so going back to this, so then we have the next pitch, and it's a supply chain distribution and risk management. So it basically will summarize it and catch up. The meeting began with thanks and acknowledgement, patience, etc. Founder gave a brief background. The key recommendations: the investor emphasized the significance of the problem. Many enterprises still rely on manual processes, pen, paper, etc. for supply chain tracking, leading to costly errors. They reference industry data, highlighting that 40% of the firms lack supply chain visibility and 85% experience disruptions. Sort of like the events, underscoring the need and robust digital solutions. So, and digital is amazing. Yes, we all know sometimes it can slow down, but then we also know the advancement. And we get frustrated, but back in the day, we were on AOL dial-up, or we just had a home phone. Like, so I always remind myself of that. And my son, I'm like, you don't even know. Like, we should have no problem. Like, we're so advanced in so many ways now. And with AI, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I find it fascinating how it does these summaries. So the next one, it gets into market insights and etc. I'm going to go to some of the more polished presentations, because when the speakers were speaking, I noticed that if they weren't speaking loud enough, or they're kind of in and out of the mic, it kind of wasn't picking up on everything. So enunciation is very important, projection. Same with whenever you use your own mic to speak. So next we have, I personally thought this one was really good. Let's see. The drone pitch, these guys were great. They were very well spoken. So it gave me a really thorough, as you can see, all of that summary. There was a lot more there because it picked up on a lot more. And it literally will categorize it into your main summary. So you got the catch up, what it was, conversation began on reflections, persistent. As an example, the supply chain failure costing a company $75,000 due to missed deliveries. So they want to like use drones for deliveries. And Memphis is actually, I think, the second largest in distribution. And if they open up the ports, we'll be first. And we used to have those ports open here. So it's actually a brilliant pitch because there's a need. It's just getting the drones, and they're working on the prototypes. The key recommendations: they have a strategic focus. It gets into that: operational execution, product differentiation, customization, certification and compliance, etc. Sales, marketing. Then it goes into market insights, supply chain market. It goes into that detail and more. So then it goes into the final steps of what they're doing, final steps on advisory, develop custom solutions, pursue industry events, etc. Some of them are really fun because at the end it will put like the top quotes as well during that event. And then this is really neat. This was a team launches. They're launching an immersive AI museum in Memphis. And so it just basically got all of what they're doing as well. Market insights, offers to help, etc. Engage in city partnerships. And they've already raised a lot of funding, and they will plan to open soon. But it's going to be like an AI amusement park. So I just love how this basically summarizes everything. And I'll just get into the last one. It was the AI platform streamlines immigration legal workflows. And here we are once again: strategic guidance, market focus, product positioning, long-term goals, global expansion. It gets into all of those. Operational feedback, data curation, automation, customer segmentation, team specialization, financial insights, fundraising. This company has already raised 1.6 million seed round in January 2024. When they showed their charts, they just were going up. Risk is an opportunity, etc. So summary: the board provided clear strategic guidance to maintain focus on the business-to-business U.S. immigration market, invest in automation and data curation, and achieve key milestones for Series A fundraising. Risks around regulation and competitive competition were noticed, but opportunities to address unmet legal service needs and potentially expand globally or into business-to-business acknowledged for future consideration. This team is actually working with a professional immigration famous attorney already. I'm sure they're going to do very well. So that's just in gist, and it's as simple as it's right on your front screen when you go into OMI, you just hit record. It will start to record any conversation and it will pick up on it. I don't know if I'm connected to my device right now or not, but and then it will start to analyze everything. I think it's trying to connect to my device. Yeah, it's searching for my device. So here you can just kind of enable your Bluetooth connect, or you can just go into your actual microphone device. So you can go here, connect to your device, access these settings. So I think it's charged. This is charging the device. Let's see. I was before just using my mic, so it'd be nice to just be able to use the mic. But for now, we'll just, let me turn off my Bluetooth. Okay, enable Bluetooth, contact support.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah.
I was listening to what you're saying, and what's your thoughts on unspoken use something like that? Because to me, running around the neck, small recording, then it'd be really helpful for when they go back and write a report, summarize that AI summarize some information, making it more, helping them out later on after the incident. This is all was said and done, and then they can break it down. Do you think that is a potential use case?
For OMI? Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of, I think, use cases, and it can help a lot of people. Actually, Jeff Bertain was like, give me that. He wants these. He wants these notes. Because think about it too. Think of if you don't make the event, right? A lot of us don't, I don't want to say we don't have time, but our time is so valuable and how we spend it. And to sit there now and watch an hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes of 6 pitches, maybe some are good, maybe some are not. Well, if you have the presentation notes summarized, you're going to know really quick which ones are going to interest you or not. And then you just go and watch those. So I think there's a lot of amazing use cases. The other thing that it does have is that it, and so of course it's like going to glitch and give me a tech error right now. Let's see. Okay, so now it might be picking up on my waiting for transcript. Okay, well, I don't want to like try to get all technical right now. Rather like share with you all like the other features it does. So one thing it also has, but you can know now, you know that it integrates with your voice. You can turn on your phone device. I was able to do all of that. I did it from, you can do it from the computer, you can do it from a phone, from iPad, but it has some of the major apps already integrated. So it has Google Drive, Google Calendar, there's some OMI stuff. There's hundreds of apps. There's ChatGPT as well. So there's many different things that you can get into it and use. I feel like it's not going to pick up my voice on any of them. So you can go ahead and install the app, uninstall. I feel like ChatGPT, we can already just talk with our device. So you really probably would rather use stuff that's like, to me, that summary one is brilliant. The first app that I started to do with OMI was actually through a hackathon, and it's like a mind well. I really love it still, and I want to build it out. But I started building a feature of like being able to schedule appointments. And at that point, I just thought, you know what, I need to stay organized because I have so much going on. So I just pulled it out and started the planner and said, let me just start with this. Going back to that, there's like 3 to 5 minute little like exercises instead of a smoke break. Just go and it will like prompt you and guide you through, stretch, breathe, close your eyes. You feel great after. It just like takes away that stress. And then I wanted it to be able to have it for kids for like prompting for emergency. You know, if they were in a situation, because there is that tracker, it could just, you just say, you can set up your voice prompts in certain words with OMI. You can make apps. They are definitely doing bounties as well. There's a lot to do with the company right now. It's very early. It's growing fast. I'm really impressed with Nick, the founder. He's very young. He just invested 80 million into Sequoia venture capitalists and another 80 million in another venture capitalist. He's so motivated. They have a small team but mighty. They've sold thousands of these products already. So it's new, but it feels advanced. And if any of you all like to build apps or do bounties, you might want to check that out because that's an opportunity for you there.
From a security perspective, how does this, because we've had situations where we can't record
where you,
No, you can't record because it's confidential. And
yeah, and
so I guess that's the question.
so I think it depends on the state. Like I know it depends on the state you're in too. Some like California, you can't record anybody unless you say, "This is being recorded." Memphis is different, actually, or Tennessee. Like they don't really have that law. You can record someone, and you don't even have to say they're being recorded. So
certain universities have policies, as well as individual departments have policies when you're in your classes, whether you can or can.
yeah, and that's true too, right? And then that has to be respected. I think, and honestly, I think for this, because I thought about that too, like, oh, it'd be so cool to be able to record in your classroom, right, and get summarized notes. It would be, but it's more of a general. So if you're really going to use that as a study technique, you're going to probably fail because you're missing so many intricacies. If you want to use it as an extra tool and your professor allows you to record, then great. It just will remind you, okay, this is what happened. This is kind of the overview of what we discussed, and you have something there to reference. There's so many neat things about it. I feel like I'm just touching like the surface, but at the same time, if you get in and you start playing with it and you try it, you'll kind of figure out what you like, what you don't like, what makes sense to use for you, what doesn't. As far as my app, I want to get it on the main like Google Store and App Store. I feel like it has great potential. I really love the idea of being able to import my interest, festivals, fashion, like whatever it is, horse racing. I still want to go to.
Playing devil's advocate, how is this different from, say, me just pulling up my phone, turning on microphone, using Google Gemini or something of that sort? Other than
I
the
think
aspect
I
of
think it gets different when
always on,
I think it gets different when you get into the apps. But you are right, and the wearable.
yeah,
The main thing that because it is, even the founders like ChatGPT wearable.
yeah, that's what I mean. I could just open
Yeah.
up ChatGPT,
Right. It's all very
hit my,
similar.
let it record, and then let it transcribe the meeting for me.
Right. So mainly it's, I think, the hardware is
Okay.
the hardware is the main thing, and then the glasses. The glasses take pictures, etc. They don't have lenses. They're kind of funny, but so some people like that hardware. They like not being able to use their phone because they want to free their hands up to do other stuff on their phone. But they are still building it out. Like you can't do multi apps in OMI right now. So like I said, like certain things are still beta. It's still early. They are building it. They do want community feedback a lot, and it matters.
Use case though, since you were more familiar when I like road cycling. And a lot of times you want to take pictures of stuff, or you're maybe just doing the talking to somebody about a subject while you're doing. Would that be a use case where you can't you need hands free, but have that around your neck or glasses? Would that enable somebody to go bike ride and still be able to record or note take conversations or something like that?
I want to try to hold on, I just want to go live on Zoom again.
Gotcha.
Okay, my device is being shared. Okay, optimize for videos. Stop share. Okay, just wanted to bring you in live with us because they're having questions and stuff. Okay, can you summarize it one more time?
No problem at all. For somebody who like go road cycling, you need sort of both hands while you're cycling.
Oh,
But
right.
a lot of
To
times
free your hands.
you're having conversation with fellow cyclists, and sometimes it be of about tech, about a lot of topic. It'd be wonderful. There's something around your neck or glasses, taking
Right.
pictures of beautiful scenery,
Right, freeze
or
your
even
hands.
even note taking while you're going. So after the right bike ride, 3 hours later, what did we talk about?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's where people are getting addicted to this device because it is hands free. It will continuously record. There's one thing in here that you can select, and it says like, "Let Omi get to know you." Like to me, it's like, do I really want to like have you this close in my life? But people are loving it, and it analyzes everything, and it does get to know you, like AI, similar. Um, but yeah, the main difference is the hands free. It's having those devices on all the time. It's not draining your phone. Um, so I think that's the main plus with OMI. And the fact that you can integrate with other apps. You can integrate with Google Drive, ChatGPT, these other ones, and use that device. And same with my day planner. I haven't really even brought that up. But you can go in there and then talk. And so, hey, dayx, make me an event on this day. And it will actually go into the app and work it. And it will go and make that event. Make me this category, categorize this event here. I need it in my primary time zone. I also need it in UTC's secondary time zone. So, in everything that will display will be in my primary. Hey, dayx, I want to know what's my schedule today. Actually, I have a feature there where it will read you your entire day schedule. It will read you your schedule for the week if you want, or day. Which I love. I did make a little budget in categories because if you're going on vacation or if you kind of do want that budget there, you can have it. But I think the main perks are with OMI, yeah, the hard drive, the hardware, and then being able to integrate. There's thousands of apps. So that's where it would also differ from Gemini and ChatGPT because it's not integrated with these apps specific and working for you via voice.
Okay. So you've got, so because of its own store in this thing, there's specific voice apps for specific actions. Whereas instead of trying to use ChatGPT or something like ChatGPT or Gemini, that's a general thing. Use it for everything.
Right, exactly, right. And you can create, like even with my app, I can create the prompts I want. So, and I also am going to add it where the user can create the prompts that they prefer too. So there's a lot of room for growth. I mean, it literally has thousands of apps. Some people like there's another one like a brain. I mean, there's so many. Like if you get in there and there's something that interests you, they have different. You can search by subject and then kind of see what they have. But yeah, I think those are the main differences.
Other question I have is all this data, what you're talking in speech, where does it get stored?
Right.
Does it constantly, because the hardware, of course, doesn't have the capability to do your transcription or anything of that sort.
I
So
forget.
does it use the app on the phone, or does it go to their servers?
It's stored on a cloud, a secure cloud. I'm not sure the exact the one that OMI uses, but I've been going to a lot of their meetups, and I do know that was one concern also was security, like as with everything. One thing that kind of alerted me when I first connected my app to the store is it was wanting my password for Gmail. And I'm like, no, I don't want to type my password. Like I got spoiled. You just want it to pick up on your Gmail. And now it's already fixed where it just says, okay, scan this with your other device, click it, and you're in. And that makes me feel more secure because I don't want to type that. There is that concern too, even with the planner. And people want to know that their information is secure. Even me as a developer, I shouldn't be able to look and go, hey, let me see so and so. Like, what's this email? What are their plan? Like, so I did a lot of mine through.
You're probably using what? OAuth authentication, something like that for your planner?
The which one? Integration?
You're using some kind of authentication interface, right?
Right. Like, yeah, I tried to get it more authenticated to make it more secure.
So, have you, or I would, if I took a while, guess it would be what? Give your email ID, but it in the background talks to the Google servers. And then Google servers or Google prompts you on your other device or something, hey, you're trying to do this. Is this you? You say yes.
Right.
And then in the background.
Right. Yeah, I integrated the API keys with Google for security, calendar, and Gmail. But it's so important. And it's so important to make the users feel secure. And I know everybody likes open source now as well. So like my build was honest. It is honest. And I'm just trying to work out the bugs, but some of the security bugs that were already making it glitch are already worked out. Like I did security checks, I ran it. It was like, oh no, this isn't as secure. There's a better way to do this now. So then the agent just went in and like fixed it all. And once it's all as it can be. I do want to export it to GitHub, but then still with security, but just to give some people that sense of security as well. Like I feel like things that are open source, people trust more, and rightfully so, because with AI now, some concerns are it's not ChatGPT and OpenAI, it's what people then build on top of it and start coding and start telling it and start coming out with crazy prompts. And so people are, the general public don't realize certain intricacies, such as that's not ChatGPT that's telling children to go get a trans surgery. That's other people adding their own prompts and creating their own app. And then it's like the dark web sort of gone wild. But going back to, I think, like for me, I know getting on the App Store, getting on the Google Store, that also is more security for the user, because there's a certain process and authentication there that has to go through.
Now, how is OMI different than some of the others that are coming out? I know Anchor has one coming out in about 20 to 30 days. Anchor Work, that is almost looks the exact same, that just clips off.
I think you're going to start seeing a lot of that. I mean, it's kind of like Mac and Windows. Like, how are they different? Like, OMI's been around for a while. They have a lot of apps. It takes a while to scale. I don't know the device. They're, even with this, people are like, can we make the battery last longer? The glasses, like, can we get a better picture? Ray-Ban already has wearable glasses as well. OMI's cheaper. So, yeah, so I think it's probably going to be some of those things. Maybe it will be where it's stored. But I don't really know that platform in detail, so I should learn more about it.
No, I just did some research before this. I found a couple companies that
Yeah.
I had dealt with in the past with different.
I mean, I think it's like anything. It's like the fashion industry. It's like the music. Like people start, I don't want to say start copying each other, but they're like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, how can I do it? And they're going to try to do it better. Even my app, I get nervous. I'm like, oh, and someone's like, oh, T-Mobile lets you import sports now. I was like, wait, what are they doing? But nobody has the time zone. Nobody has the layout I have. Like, I'm not concerned about it. It then becomes a race to scale. And scale sometimes is the hardest part. There's a lot of amazing founders, and that was one thing that one of the gentlemen at the pitch was speaking about, is a lot of startups fail because they can't scale. And another thing that I heard, another founder, he's actually an investor, he said, do people want to even use your app? Like, you have to see what people like, even with this, he's like, email 1,000 people on LinkedIn and see, say, try my app, and one thing that I'm really flattered about, but I don't want to be flattered because I'm a perfectionist and I just can't be flattered about anything because I'm just seeing all the problems. Like, no, it's not there yet. People are like, I want to use your app. When's your app ready? And I'm like, wow, thank you so much. Like, it means a lot to me, And for the early users, I've actually granted them all unlimited lifetime membership, because I felt bad that they were getting in there and there were still glitches. So I did that. I was like, okay, what's your email? And I just told the agent, give all these people unlimited lifetime, because I felt that they're helping me by providing me feedback as well. And it's the least I can do. And the one neat thing that I love about my app too is that I made it where it caches, because it's an event and it's pulling API keys. Those events aren't going to be updated every 5 minutes. Sorry, my phone, y'all. So it's not going to be like in crypto. I was building also like a crypto app. Well, the charts and everything, those are every second they're changing, right? So every couple seconds you got to pull and update. And all of that gets really costly when you start running apps. So with mine, it's just cached. I'm on the minimal usage. There's not a lot. So it's like pulling the events. You know what I mean? It will like screenshot, pull, and it will be there. And then it will update it again so many hours, minutes later. But enough where it stays current. But I'm not using excessive credit and cost to just constantly run an app and then, barely functioning.
You're really just batching it.
Right. Right, that's exactly what I did. And same with like the live time zones, those are all API. Actually integrated weather as well. So like you can use your local area, kind of put your zip code with the parameters. So if there's weather alerts or something going on, or you want to travel, you can kind of see what's going on over there. But yeah, it's all APIs that I use.
And is this like, I guess with adding all the like the weather, the sports, all this and that, is this something like your users requested, or you already have it built in, and just as I guess a feature that they can have access to,
It's
or is it something that the users
it's not built in, it's an option of what they want to download. So when you're onboarding, it's going to ask you what your interests are.
Okay.
And then you can kind of click and select. The only thing that's templated, embedded, hardcore are federal holidays, world holidays, and national holidays, like the food days.
So what's the programming language? What did you use to build it? Like
What do I use for what?
What programming language?
application,
Like building?
yeah.
My mind just went blank on what it was written in, but I basically built it all in Replit.
Okay. Python, Java.
It's not Java. I'm like, no, it's my brain's like mush.
TypeScript, JavaScript.
It's oh gosh, I know it will come to me. I know it's not those. If you said it, I'd be like, yeah, it's that. Didn't we talk about it?
Yeah.
It's real
It's
simple.
over this notebook here. So Go, as they say, Go, Python, Java.
No, it was really simple. Hold on, I'll tell you 1 second. It was really simple in that it surprised me because I was like,
No, she said Replit. So Replit's the platform. So
yeah, but hold on, I'll tell you the code that it was.
Yeah.
And it integrated with OMI was one of the main reasons that I did it, because it was the language that spoke best with OMI. And when I first,
were you able to prompt and tell it what to go to?
mm-hmm.
I don't get it with Replit, so that's fantastic.
I love it. I really am loving it. I like that, like even with the security checks, it was just like run the security checks. I tell the agent. So I just really like that it's. I don't know. I like it.
React Native.
I'll tell you what it is.
I'm looking at.
Oh, it's React Native?
React. Yes, thank you. That's what it
React
is.
Native. Okay.
Yeah, I knew when it was said, I'd be like, yeah, sorry. I was up till 5 a.m. preparing for this event that I couldn't stream now.
I mean, yeah, at the core is JavaScript, but it is React.
So what? I mean, I think you said something about not just a lot of money. Where are you hosting it? Because I think Google.
No,
Microsoft, Google.
well, it's stored on a cloud, and then right now I'm hosting it. It's on OMI, but I'm gonna upload it on the Google Store and the App Store.
Wait, it's only a platform by itself?
Yeah, so OMI is
Yeah.
a platform that you can download apps as well.
Correct, yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like
They charge you for that?
the Google Play Store. You have multiple apps, you go inside.
It's up to the app. So like how I did mine is I'm giving like so many. I think I just did the primary time zone for free. If you want like 2 or 3 prime zones, I wanted to make it really cheap, but like also like I mean I made it like $1.99 a month, the minimal tier, where you can at least get, I think it's like 2 or 3 time zones, because UTC is one of the biggest ones, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me at least do that, and then you'll get so many categories and so many imports, and then as you go up, like the $19.99 a month, that's like unlimited, everything. And then right now I can do API keys. I spoke with Jambase, actually had a meeting with them. I can't really use their API keys. It's paid commercial only. So then that's where stuff starts getting costly. Like, right. So, and they're just because they pull it all, right? So then I could just go and pull it. But, yeah, right now I'm a solo founder. Keeping my costs minimal is vital. Thanks.
Yeah, your API, a lot of it's going to be based on, a lot of it's based on request. How many times is your
Is it polling?
Pinging that API, and then they start going, okay, you can only have 1,000 requests
Right.
within the month. As soon as you hit that, now you have to go up a tier.
and that's where I feel like my app is brilliant because I'm able to cache it because events don't update every 5 minutes, so I can keep it under that 1,000 usage
So
I mean,
for the most part. And if I
Yeah.
don't, it's okay. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna get this huge bill every month, and I don't even have the users to cover it.
I mean, it's a good thing because you got traffic.
Right? You
so,
said
and I think so. Most of the bigger companies, they do have some type of entrepreneur or entry market programs where they might end up discounting you. So whoever your sales rep is, or you connect to that, maybe reach out to them, say, hey, you know what, I'm a startup, I'm trying as a solopreneur. Hey, you guys have any offers that will benefit me as a business or as a solopreneur? And I'm sure they can work something out. So they might discount you, because I was bringing up the other ones.
yeah, and doing affiliate. Like there's so much room with this, even with like say Ticketmaster. Like if I can get an affiliate partnership, then I can have a link included in the event, and any user that clicks that link, it's like boom, affiliate. Um, I really also want to tap into the colleges for the sports events, for football, basketball, events on campus. Say, hey, can I use your API keys in my planner? And you all can try this app with your students for free. I'll give them the free student category, the free college API, of course, like all that. And then maybe I'll end up getting more users out of it and lifetime, like Facebook. So it's just a matter of step by step. I do want to scale. I do want to do all those things to scale. I love OMI. I'm really happy that I found it. I think it's a very neat thing. I'm still getting to know it. I'm still exploring it. I've been obsessed with getting my app perfect. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you know how it is when you just go down that rabbit hole, like, right? You're kind of obsessed, right? Like, I feel like I've been antisocial. I haven't even been posting on my social media. I started with, I launched a crypto on Say Network. It's a newer network. It's one of the fastest, super cheap. And honestly, like what I would like to do, and it's SACE AI. So I'd like to take 6% of all my profits from all the apps I build and everything else, and basically do buybacks and build that crypto. And one of the other apps I built, it
You have a token?
no, it's like a crypto
What's it
token,
called?
SACE.
What's your supply? Total amount of
It's
supply?
a billion. And
Is it all bought out?
is it no? It's so early. It's like silly early. It's but so one thing I did is I put 200 million supply in a multi-sig with some community members. But I need to disperse that because it's too heavy, right? There's too much percentage in like one wallet right now. So one of the apps I started building was to do the DAO and to break it down and distribute it a little more accordingly.
I guess the thing would be, so who's in charge of that 200 million token? Is it you or is it distributed to other people?
That's I bought it so early that I wanted it to be like the kind of the community thing, like, and through the DAO, I really wanted to make a DAO. I wanted it to make, and then some people are like, yeah, but a DAO people can still choose how they want to vote and what they want to vote on. Like they still think it's top heavy, but it's so early, and like I don't really like. I have bills to pay.
I mean,
I couldn't go buy up all my supplies. My point. No, and that's it. I don't own that because the community. There was like 6 or 7 of us. I was nervous that some of them wouldn't stick around, and so you have to have 3 signers. So I can't do nothing without my community, a couple of the people at least agreeing and signing where that goes.
I'll check it out. I mean, I like that.
It's fun. It's so fun. Yeah. So it's SACE AI, and that's where even on this app it says SACE AI.
Platform is this
Say SEI.
no, I mean, not the talking about the platform is on Ethereum, is it Solana, is it
It's just Say. It's a new network, Say Network, and then I'm SACE, SEIS, and it's a little strawberry. It was inspired by OpenAI. That was their code name to make AI more emotional, more reasonable. So they use this code name Strawberry. That's the code name. So that's how I kind of came up with SACE. And I'm like, well, it's more than a meme coin because in my head I did want to build it out. And slowly but surely it's building. The Web3, you can call it an app if you want, that I started building, I did it in a hackathon with YZI Labs, which is associated with CZ Binance, the co founder who is no longer with Binance. But and I ended up like winning, like honorable mention. So that was really cool, but it wasn't totally functioning yet. Like there's still more to do, but I feel like I'm onto something there too. But that one is going to cost me more to run because the APIs are polling more often because you got all these charts that you got to stay current with. So now that I'm getting more into building the apps, it has me reevaluating the best way to possibly go about even that. Like, do I really need to display charts? Probably not. But what I really wanted to do was, I know there's a platform and they do it with stocks, like you can follow your favorite celebrities or, you know, politicians and see what they're buying. So the main thing that I wanted to do that I thought would be cool is like if you can't be there, you're missing buys when they buy. And you want to like copy trade basically. So that's sort of what the app I was building is, and I will get back to it, but I wanted to have an agent be able to do it for you. Like if you wanted to say, oh, here, put this $100 when this wallet does something, like, and then show who has the wallets, like by name, as opposed to just looking at all these numbers, um, and then having it do the buy, and or it can alert you. It just depends, like if the agent can do that. Sometimes, you know, with like signing the wallets, it's just more intricacy. But I can create a contract on the platform so it does it kind of all on the back end, but then connects with the front end. So the agent would do it in its own wallet for that user. It's kind of
It would require a very sophisticated custom agent that has to sit on top of.
You have to create other additional contracts, like basically it's an additional contract wallet in order to do it that way.
So I've used, I forgot the name of the platform, but then it allows copy trading. So I think it's ANGI something. You know, it's a crypto. You know,
Yeah.
it allows computer and all that. So I believe you can do that.
Yeah, I know there's a way, and well, some of them just notify you, but then what good is that? Like,
So I think
you miss your notifications sometimes.
so you can like follow somebody and copy trade and forget about it, and it will
Right.
copy trade. And
Right, because what if they sell and then you want to
get out,
sell?
you get out. If they're in you, and if they sell, you sell it.
Right,
Because I think the biggest thing in that space is being on time,
right.
being at the right time. But I want to ask you, not to take you on the subject though.
That's okay.
At what point, at what market cap are you willing to get out of your coin, or you hold?
I don't think I'll ever get out.
Let me ask you this then. So let's say you wake up tomorrow and then your coin is worth $300 million, and then your 200,000 tokens is worth $1 million. Are you gonna cash out, or are you gonna?
The 200 million, like I said, I still can't touch. Like that takes two other community members. That is a gift to the community.
We didn't develop the coin, or somebody else developed it.
Yeah, I like launched it. I launched it on a meme platform because I wanted an honest contract. Like I've been in crypto long enough. I invested in Floki really early and I got really blessed. And I think I took it for granted because then I like when it crashed. Well, there's like with the contracts there was drama, right? So then when it crashed, I was like, oh, I have time to buy, and I went and got a second job just to make money to invest back into Floki. And instead, I bought all these.
Shitcoin, say it.
Thank you. You read my mind. Rugs, whatever. Yeah, I was like, it was on my tongue. I did. I bought these beep coins, and yeah, I was just so depressed because then what did Floki do? Floki is now on Robinhood. It did everything I was telling everybody I knew it would do in the early days. And my like one of my friends just called me like, and I know she's like, Michelle, you know it's on Robinhood. I'm like, yes, but Floki was such a huge blessing to me. It was a huge learning curve. I was able to like buy my house with a down payment like from Floki. Yeah, like my $3,000 hit 250K. That's how early I was. And I came to Memphis and I started working at the arcade restaurant, and I remember showing a couple of people and they were like, and I was like, no, I'm not cashing out. So why would I sell mine? Why would I sell Sace, right? Like I wouldn't even cash that out. Like I really believed in Floki so much that I was like, I mean, thank God I did some DCA. You know, I did pull dollar cast. I did pull some out. Definitely way more than I invested. More than 10 times than I invested. I got this beautiful iPad from Floki. So I am forever grateful. I learned a lot from the team, from the community. I was in so early, like the community stepped up and sort of took over Savor and some of these other people's B. But then I saw their marketing strategy, like, and some of it I was like giving them input, like, hey, maybe try this, maybe try that. So it's kind of fun now to like have this coin, even though I feel like it's just still sitting, or token. It's technically a token, but in my head, I know what I want to do and I know what I can do. So anyone that's in early, I mean, I have one guy right now in Nigeria, and he's like, he's great. He's like one of my number one supporters, and he's like, you got this. You apply here, do this. I'm like, okay, we see, thank you. Like, he's amazing, but he believes in me and he believes in the project, and I want those people to be blessed, you know. And I think that's it. Like, I don't think I'm attached to money like the average person, and I realize that too. Especially working many years as a financial business manager, you just start seeing it as numbers. It's black, it's red, it's up, it's not, like, you don't have that emotional attachment, and a lot of people are emotionally attached to their money, and that changes things. I would love to see SACE really bloom. I would love to do a good cause with it. I actually started writing a children's book, and I put Ease AI, emotional support AI character in it, and I'm like, oh, I can make that an NFT. Oh, I can use the trackers like a magic compass, because that was part of the book. I would love to still do NFTs. I would love to make little toys like Pudgy Penguin. Yeah, so, but then I love the smart fine tech too. Like this app, I'm really serious about. Like, it's pretty polished.
The part, about the app. Let's pivot down. If you build an app out, it will take care of the other one.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like I don't know. Like, I think I did a brilliant thing by just saying no. Like, I want, like, I even thought about making a $2.99 subscription, and I'm like, it just feels like too much. That extra dollar, like $1.99, like, you know how many people more mentally will go a dollar just to have the UTC time code in their planner, and you can also sync it with your Google Calendar or your Microsoft Calendar. The only thing I didn't let it do was I was like, don't let it export all of these imports from like games, etc., to someone's personal calendar, because then they can just cancel the subscription. But whatever they bring in, they can bring out. Whatever they input, they can bring out. Because I want it to be fair. But I feel like it's like Walmart, you know, they just go a little bit lower, but they're massive. So yeah, I want to take. I haven't really told the community yet, but that my plan is to take, after the expenses of building the app and everything else, just start doing buybacks of 6%. But then that gets into like, okay, well, where am I going to do that from? Because I can't have a concentrated wallet like I do now holding 20%, because that scares people away. So the other thing that with the Web3 app that I'm building is that I I'm integrating it where you can have the agent do buys for you, and in a way where it doesn't get flagged as clustered, sort of like what Binance does. Like, some of these exchanges, they do that, but it doesn't get flagged as clustered. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, no problem. I just am not able to sit that long.
Yeah, no, me. I'm like, oh, yeah, and it's time to wrap up. I mean, we kind of went over, but thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for dealing with these like tech glitches.
Is there any way that they can see the app report?
Yeah. If okay, so let me get it. Let me pull it up on here, and let me use. Last time I tried to bring it up on the Wi-Fi, it wouldn't work because. So it's a dayx.app. Say AI. I think I brought my little cards here. This is like my little meme cards. Yeah, see, you get it. You so tapped into, like, you know what I'm talking
I like
about.
that part.
So, some people are like, "What is it?" But say like,
And I mean, he knows you. So if you rug pull me, I'm gonna call him.
say network needs to like make it easier for buyers though. Like, I did get listed on Compass Wallet. So you can just, if you download Compass Wallet, which is their native wallet, like, you can just boom buy. I'm like, Sace AI is right there, the little strawberry. This was like, I added horns because I was making I still want to finish this like a game, and it was Super Bowl Sace, but with Bull BULL. It was just like a little card game. So with NFTs, which
What is the platform again?
Say Network, SEI. It's on the Say Network, and then you can buy on Compass Wallet. MetaMask just listed Say, so now you don't have to configure it to the Say Network.
Wallet?
Which one?
Trust Wallet?
Trust. I think Trust integrates with Meta, doesn't it? I think it does.
I mean, I like Phantom Trust.
Yeah, we're not on Phantom yet, but they did get on
Does it say V2?
MetaMask. Yeah, I launched on V2.
That's it.
Okay, that's the main. Yeah, so that's the native token that you would swap for SACE.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, so you buy that and then you can swap it. Bye, everybody. Gotcha. Okay, so let me see if I can pull up my app too.
Good job.